Hello, everyone. Today is August 7th, 2024. This is the Kubernetes Data Protection Working Group meeting. Okay, so today, let's just look at how are we doing with the CPT feature?
Making progress. We had a little hiccup on Monday when they changed the Kubernetes GitHub organization, but
Oh,
we were able to resolve it with the management team. So yeah, for temporarily lost the ability to commit to approve PRs, but that's back now. Yeah.
okay, good. And okay, so what are the remaining things we need to do here? Okay, so
We're trying to create issues to track what's work items. So
oh, you know what? It might be good actually if you want to. You can also have a project board, right? Well, it's okay. I mean, everything's in the same repo, so this is fine. All the issues are here. I guess it's okay. Yeah, for now it's okay. In the future, you could also have a project board. Okay, so those are basically all the open issues that we still need to.
yeah.
Okay. And so last time we have okay, so all of those are in your issues, right? You need the example, sidecar, sentence. Those are all in your issues, I guess.
Yeah. And we saw Daniel noticed your updates to that ticket infra.
Oh, testing bar. Okay,
So thanks for that. Yeah.
no problem. Reach out to vendor. Guess this one we have not done yet, right?
Not a coding exercise. Yeah.
Oh, I think what you can do is you can go to SIG storage meeting and ask people. The more vendors there, maybe.
Yeah, we had some people on this group a few months ago, right? Who the AWS, I think was in Manu.
Right,
And
yeah, they did show interest.
right, I think there was someone from Ceph. I don't know, Mark Levy, maybe you know more about this than me.
Yeah, Manu and such. We can reach out to them, but I'm gonna bug you and Prasad separately and finish up our we're making a blog about CBT, the state of it and where things are to kind of reach out to storage vendors. So I was planning to hit them up with that after we do a little bit more work on it.
Okay.
Okay. Do we have a blog that is work in progress?
I do, and I'm happy to give it to anywhere or submit it anywhere. But we're going to publish something probably on one of our websites in the short term. But I'd be happy to bring it up here for us all to review and add comments to it, of course.
So there is a Kubernetes upstream. You can also do a blog, but that just has to be more neutral, right? So it's.
But yeah, there's nothing Kasten specific about the blog, really.
Okay. Yeah. We were actually planning to. I don't know if the car actually maybe you have submitted a.
I put a placeholder.
But I guess we don't have right now. I think for the blog, we actually need to show something. I guess looks like we are not in the state that we can actually, right? It's good that you can just show, hey, we did this. This is the result, something.
Yeah.
Even though if it's just like basic stuff, right?
No, we need to show something. And part of our plan is to have at least through our end-to-end tests or something, at least have a example for CSI drivers to know what they have to do.
Okay, yeah. So if we have those, right, we can actually publish the blog in Kubernetes. Has those blogs, Kubernetes website. Yeah, so we didn't. I guess we are late for 1.31 blog, but it's okay. I think those are ongoing. Whenever we are ready, we can try to submit something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think our work could feed into that, of course.
Okay. Okay. Anything else for this for CBT? All right.
No, that's it.
So, Carl, do you have an estimate? Do you think when you think it'd be?
It's going. All I can say is it's going a little slower than I thought.
Yeah. No, no problem.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, take your time. I mean, you
Yeah.
just you want to get it right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
as long as we are making progress, I think it's fine.
Yeah, that we are.
Okay. So maybe okay. So probably like in I would assume before 1.32J we should be able to have something out, right?
Say again, sorry.
I mean, I'm thinking before 1.32J we should have something out because
Oh yeah. I just don't see us finishing by the end of August.
Oh yeah,
So
no, that's okay. So yeah, so we can whenever we're ready, yeah. Okay. It's okay. It's still good progress. Thank you. And the next topic, just an update of the voting group snapshot. Moving to beta. So yeah, so a lot of this works are still ongoing. I actually need to review the unit test that's already submitted. I think there is a unit UTU test submitted. Okay, I need to double check on this one. Let me check this. And so folks also went to the 6:30 meeting. And then it sounds like we actually have more support than I initially thought. So we know that Ceph, there was an implementation in Ceph FSFRBD, and yeah, there's some projects are testing this. Alibaba Cloud has implemented this as a POC. And Infinidat, I see that, yeah, there's someone from Infinidat actually actively working on implementing this in their driver. Yeah, so I think we talked about this last time, the IMC, and I were interested, not committed yet. But yeah, we do have a couple more vendors actually are working on this, which is good. Yeah. So yeah, so that's that status for that. Any questions? Anything else you guys want to discuss?
Well, I thought since CBT is kind of winding down, which is great, maybe we start throwing the floor open to like what are next projects we might consider?
So I was actually looking at the replication. I just have not, I mean, I kind of, I'm still looking at it, just have not got time to write it out yet. But I'm slowly working on that one, the replication. We did have some discussions, I mean, a few meetings ago. So you actually have, yeah, so Trey is actually here. Yeah, he did some presentation on that from that upside. Tom did a presentation from Dell EMC side. They implemented that in their driver. So I was just trying to see if we can come up with a common solution. So yeah, still like to bring that up right now I just don't, it's kind of work in progress. I don't have that ready to discuss yet. So that's that one. And then the other one is, we talked about this one, but it looks like this one we probably will not proceed. I did bring this up, reverse snapshot. But it looks like we don't have enough interest. This is probably a functionality. It's like advanced functionality. Only a few vendors has, their storage system has the ability to do that, but NetApp has already implemented their own, but it's kind of hard to come up with a common solution. It's basically, this has a lot of limitations. So this one, I kind of put it on hold, unless if we, there are a lot of vendors saying, hey, we want this feature. Otherwise, I don't see that we need to pursue that as a common solution further. But maybe we can even that we can still like look at it's your own solution. We can also talk about it. Maybe that also could be a topic as well. It just won't be a common solution. It's like you can implement your own.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe that actually could be something we can still discuss. Yeah, because we are interested in this one. But if there's not enough community support, then it's going to be just, whoever is interested, they can just, implement their own solution. I guess we can still, discuss those, right? So I think that's still fine. Because for replication, even for that replication is very complicated. It's going to take some time for us to iron out the details. Do you have any other things in mind? I mean, I saw, or anyone else who have any other things that you think you're interested in?
Well, I had a couple of suggestions. So, like there was the data on Kubernetes. They did the paper about replication and so forth in applications, which is good. But we've focused a lot on like backup and restore. So we have run into applications that don't handle backup and restore well. So possibly putting together a white paper for what are best practices for preparing for backup and restore.
Yeah, and we could reference Canister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Canis. Oh yeah, Canis actually. Right, it's a CNCL project now, right? So
Sandbox, yep.
it's okay. Yeah, we just need to remember to be neutral.
I understand. I understand.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think we can keep it,
Yeah.
kind of high level. It's like, you need to be able to do this and this, like recover from a restart, right? Recover from, it's like we have snapshotting and like, okay, so if you recreate your application using snapshots, is it going to come up, right?
Yeah, I think that actually would be interesting.
So that might be something to consider and put together
Okay.
a group to work on that.
Sure.
What else did I have here? KubeVirt is getting a lot of traction right now.
Cuba.
So,
Oh, interesting. Yeah, actually, we will have a topic in the we actually will have a topic about this one in the tech storage meeting. In
okay.
next meeting, if you're interested, I think it's next week, next Wednesday. Yeah, because I did talk to the guy. I said, hey, maybe data protection group is, it's a better place to discuss about this one. But you want to talk about it in the tech storage. I think it's okay too. Tech storage is also broader. So we can still, that one this one we can also talk about that here if we have additional topics, right?
Yeah, because there's a few other flavors of like VMs and Kubernetes. There's the vSphere one, and I think somebody else was doing something.
Right. Yes.
And our Red Hat colleagues had asked us to take a look at the volume group snapshots, and that might, I think that definitely is a KubeVirt scenario potentially, right? So
So yeah, so that one we actually, yeah, so you see here, yeah, so when I was talking about one group snapshot, they did talk about they're interested. Yeah, they did. Actually, but I don't know how they're going to use it, to be honest with you. They just think deeper, like, yeah,
I mean,
how?
we handle, each VM disk individually, and so this would just be a nicer way to group them, potentially, but.
Oh, so you're saying they actually, they want you leverage this feature because you do support a keyboard already, right? I thought.
Yeah. I think that's the idea. They're asking us to take a look at it, and yeah, it could be, it is a solution. It is another tool, but we handle it granularly instead of this way because, well, we don't have a choice. But
well, and at the moment we have to quiesce the VM in order to take individual snapshots. So if volume group were to pause IO, snap all the VMs, and then unpause IO, we wouldn't have to quiesce the VM.
yeah,
And that's something that can happen down at the storage layer. It's a lot faster than us, quiescing, unquiescing, running a bunch of CSI snapshots.
Yeah.
So
there is a
okay, I do have a question though for you. Okay, so since you guys already support this one, but if you do the quiesce, that means you need to quiesce multiple VMs, right? That seems to be very costly.
No, you can quiesce each one individually.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's how we do it.
So you quiesce one and then take snapshot, then quiesce another one, take snapshot.
Yep.
But then that's not consistent, right?
It's not consistent across the VMs, but then in general, I mean, right now, if we're snapshotting PVs individually, they're not,
yeah, exactly.
consistent across the whole
so
cluster.
Nobody complained that, I mean, do they need the, okay, but then.
Yeah, I don't believe we've encountered that. I get
No
what
problem?
you're
Okay.
saying, right? Multi VM applications being all in the same state. I don't believe we've encountered that request right now.
I don't think even at like the, taking Kubernetes out of the picture, I think even in like vSphere, I mean, there's no multi-VM snapshot feature in vSphere. Is there?
LW, well, yeah, well, LW something, but that's, yeah.
That was the multi-volume, right?
No, LWD can do, well, yeah,
So,
that one is,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think we're a little bit off topic.
Are you allowed to talk about that one now? Am I allowed to talk about that one now?
Yeah, so that one, funny, I was actually talking about that this morning. Yeah, so I think potentially that one, but that's just, that particular technology, right, can do that cross VM. So, okay, but you're saying that like
that's for the use.
So I guess my question is, if this is like a database, you don't see any problems with that? I mean,
if it's a database on a single, on a single VM.
Right, but sometimes I thought they have database, maybe they have some, logs here, data there,
Oh, exactly. Yeah. And that's where maybe a volume group snapshot would be helpful.
Well, so this approach right now, like per VM, it's consistent. Right, because we're quiescing the VM, snapshotting all of its volumes, and unquiescing. So on a per VM basis, like Oracle should be fine if it's running a single VM.
Yeah.
Things running in multiple VMs, but we have the same problem with things running in multiple containers. So, you're running Cassandra across N pods. We pretty much need to go up and do a hook that would quiesce. If you're absolutely going to be correct, you would quiesce Cassandra at the application level and then snap all the PVs and then unquiesce it.
And we're back to canister. So
right. But
yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we still need, okay. So basically still need to, right. But I think group snapshot, I think the point of the group snapshot is you can take the snapshot of multiple volumes. And
it wouldn't hurt.
It's consistent.
Yes. So, I mean, we've had to work around not having group snapshot for the use cases that people have it, but nobody's really complained, right? We just do it one off just by disk.
That's because they haven't restored yet.
Okay.
No, agreed. So That's per VM disk per VM, right? And we understand that, and that's the state of the art now. Yeah, volume snapshot group could change that, absolutely, and even more so, work with the VM quiescing directly. That would, just that's the next level up. And then yeah, multi VM applications, cross snapshot synchronization. That's not a thing that we've been asked to tackle yet anywhere.
Okay.
Because those are at that point they're virtual clusters of that application, and that's where we think we need to deal much more with logical tooling.
Yeah, and I don't think, like, for example, Veeam in general, I don't think they have VM groups of backups at the moment. VMs tend to be pretty,
Individual.
independent.
Right, I
Yeah.
think that's the thing, right? The VM workload, they typically just install everything on one VM.
Yeah.
It's just different, right? In Kubernetes now, you have this distributed, you have this
Exactly.
it could be multiple node, you know which node that is, right? So that's so different.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's how Veeam also does it, right? VM application clusters, they deal with a specific driver to that database, right? And again, it's logical tooling again to do the application.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I have like 3 more in the list.
Oh, okay.
And
This is
just
actually a
one
great topic. I think we should actually, I think, okay, let's see.
We'll
What
probably
else?
like toss these out on the Slack thread.
Just before you
and,
do that, Dave. Just before you
Uh-huh.
do that, Dave. Right. That's the final thing around canisters that, right, again, triggering back to logical tooling per application. Well, that's could be an operator, right? So that's another thing that canister helps tackle.
Right. So one of the things on the list was discussing canister more in the data protection working group. I think that was just us
Okay, yeah. Sure.
pushing that a little bit.
We have a point of view, certainly, right? But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then protecting operators and having operator APIs for data protection is a possibility. And maybe we could talk with the data on Kubernetes people and put together a white paper about day 2 data protection, app consistent backups.
Yeah, that was actually something I think I believe Mark, when you were reviewing that paper, had some comment. Yeah.
I definitely would connect this to what Dave was already talking about or proposed. So yeah, it's part 2 on the data protection and data on Kubernetes white paper.
Yeah, so that one,
Yes.
because that one, it talks about other things. So there's a small section, but we can definitely, write a paper, right? Full paper about that. Yeah. Yeah, so those are great topics, I think.
So we've got kind of a small group today. So maybe I'll put some stuff out on the Slack thread, and we can have like a discussion like next meeting of potential futures and whatever anybody else comes up with, and see if we can get some form a working group or something to work on any of these.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I think that would be good. Yeah, I think on the Slack channel there may be more people who are not joining the meeting, but they are actually watching the channel. So yeah. So Dave, this is also I think this is a topic you added.
Oh yeah.
We never get to this one.
That one's been up there for a couple of years, I think.
Yeah, no, this one is it's hard. The cluster, they drifted. Sometimes what I heard is they drifted, so then it's kind of hard. You reconcile something.
Yes.
Okay. So I think the attendance has been low recently. But yeah, be good if we, let's say if we have a topic, right, we can just put it in the agenda ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
We can put that in a channel, say, hey, this is today's topic, that may be good. Then maybe more people will join.
Yeah, and maybe we can ask for votes or something like what would you be interested in us doing? What would you be interested in working on?
Mm-hmm.
And do that, via Slack and, yeah.
Okay. So, are there anything else today? Otherwise, we'll just have a short meeting today. And then, yeah, we can see if, any of these topics we can see if we can start discussing any of this next time. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.